Strange wanderer, wandering wayfarer, roaming vagabond of adventure, hail, I invite you, sit a spell and join me. Perhaps I shall spin a tale for you, perhaps not. It all depends upon your temperament, doesn't it? To listen or to not. I do not spin in terms of whats, but rather in whens. The now of the songs that fill me consider the seas and skies, and that sea and sky beyond those of Mundus, Aetherius. So I may speak on any of these concerns, for now. Ifre taught the birds to sing and the waves to lap against the beach. Through Ifre's song, he also gained sight perception of all that occurs within the sight of birds and the reflection of waters. And he echoes their songs and crashing waves. Of course, he sees and hears nothing. For Ifre is now the earth bones, the frame upon which nature is laid and woven. His sight perception and song echo instead are loomed through his bones and woven into tapestries of song for we mortals to study. The sea is all-enclosing, the water that encircles all of Mundus. The birds call out that which occurs over land to the sea, which reflects and echoes that song. Through study of the sea's mystery, it is possible to interpret Ifre's song tapestry. You already do, as do all mortals. Your frame of perception of the world is your own bones, akin to the earth bones. It is as possible to see into your own future and world as it is to immerse the self in hysteria with no fear. To sing a law, and then speak into the heart of that law, convincing it of a subtle error and how it must change its own self. This is how nature's course, its own sea, is shaped and reshaped over time. Such changes can affect the whole of Mundus. The sky mirrors the sea, and the sea also reflects its mirror. Day, night, and the places between are the realm of the sky. As Ifre interpreted the time law Anuiel established within Nirn. Thus, the sky bridges time and nature, and measures both. Within each half of the sphere of reflection lies half of the potentialities of Nirn's way in any given moment. Each instant is a sea state or sky state. Each individual sees one or its other as weal or woe, and each moment can be turned on its side. Each moment so turned becomes an island in your path. For example, the Dwemer, united, had their way in Dwemeris. But one clan, Rorkin, the Wayward clan, struck anchor and sailed across the sky. Why do this? Mired in a sea, they sought the sky. Yes, change is wrought in Nirn in 6 ways. And the turning of islands is one of these, often described by others in other terms. Of course, it is possible to acknowledge these ways without understanding them. To spin them is all I can do. Aetherius is the sea of light, the immortal plane, the origin of magic. Ifre sings not of Aetherius, but to it, weaving a song so beautiful that stars were compelled to dance and twinkle and sway. They still wink and blink in memory of that song. They are Aetherius. Rather, the sun and stars are holes pierced into the veil of night by Magnus and other spirits seeking to escape Nirn. These holes permit Aetherius's light to enter our world. From theirs to ours does magica trickle. Well, consider this. As Oblivion is a realm composed of realms, so too is Aetherius a bright sea with many realms within. Each of these stars is a window into these realms, and as these realms move, so too do they move, or close like doors. Now, that is an enormous question that I cannot answer. Many souls of mortals become spirits of another sort in that place. And that is all I can say with any certainty. As difficult as it is to travel to Oblivion, it is far more to go to Aetherius.